We have Dyanne Bongiovanni. So here we go. Welcome, everybody. Dyanne Bongiovanni. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. So here's what I'd like to know. Before you came into my world, where were you at in your life?
I was just repatriating from living overseas for about 13 years.
Yeah. And what countries did you visit or live in, actually?
I lived in Korea for the whole time, but did a lot of traveling. And my husband and I were teachers, so I was working at an international school.
Nice. So you came back over here stateside then, and then where were you at? Like, what were you wanting to do differently? So you obviously had come back home, but like now, what did you want in your life?
Well, I definitely did not want to work in public schools. And I have two little boys. One is 3 and 1.5. And I didn't want to go back to work full time. And I, tried or thought about different jobs or careers, but the thought of a career change was really overwhelming. And in the end, like, I love teaching. So yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do. And then I saw your book pop up on my Facebook, as it does with many people. And I was like, okay, it's free. Why not? I'll just pay the shipping. So I paid the shipping and I got the book and I started reading through it. And I was like, wow, this actually sounds like something I could maybe do, because it's step by step. And I'd always wanted to start kind of an early childhood center, but I'm not, the business side of things is not my thing. And it was too overwhelming, too big of a project for me. And then when you also proposed having an online thing, I was like, oh, that's even better, because I can't do a whole lot right now. We don't even own a house. Like, we're living with my in-laws. We're just not in that kind of situation for me to have a local preschool. And so I was like, I think I could do online. It's not my favorite, but I could do it. And at least start there, and then your challenge came, and I kind of debated, it only happens every 6 months. Do I just jump in now? Because I know we're going to be moving, but I don't know when, because my husband's got to get a job. And I just finally came to the conclusion, it's like, well, it's going to be hard no matter when I do it. Like, even if I do it now, it's hard. If I do it in 6 months, it's going to be hard. There will be different things that are hard, but it's just it's not going to be easy. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go for it. And I did. And I didn't realize that I was going to have to post that script by the end. And so I was so freaked out. I was talking with my husband. I was like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can push the button. But yeah, you encouraged us, and then the whole support of the team was phenomenal. So yeah, that was last spring. And
so there you were. It was April, and you were going to be moving. Life was going to be turned upside down, but you said, you know what? It's going to be hard anytime, so why not just do it now? But let me ask, let's go back to that moment, because sure, but you could have delayed it, so the hard time could have been 6 months from then. Why did it really matter to like be 6 months ahead? Why start then? I think that's always the question we're trying to figure out, is like, but why start now?
Well, I wanted to start right away because I had the momentum, for one. I'd been reading your book. I was watching all your videos and all of it. And and also I thought the timing was good. Not that the fall is bad, but in my head, I was like, okay, I can start recording over the summer and then be ready to launch for the school year. And so that timing, and then also like, we have the support of my in-laws right now because we're living here. And it makes that, there are challenges about that too, with space and, sharing an office and this and that. But I don't know, it just kind of made sense for me. Like, okay, we have some support right now, and I have the momentum. I'm excited about it. I don't want to lose that momentum and then, bail and be like, well, that was an idea. But yeah.
Awesome. I love that. Okay. So you posted your script And what were the results of the script back in April?
So I just, even the fact that this is live, I didn't know it was going to be live. It's kind of freaky, or that was going to be part of the podcast. Like, I have a lot of performance anxiety, and the thought of posting that on Facebook was horrifying. I'm a words of affirmation person, and I was just so afraid that people weren't going to believe in me or would think it was a dumb idea. But the feedback was just incredible. Plus the support of the All Stars team, kept it going. And I would just have people randomly who I hadn't talked to in years post something or private message me, and um, yeah, I couldn't believe it, honestly, because I had so much fear, like you talked about. I had a lot of fear to just press that button and
Yeah.
say.
So people were starting to be super excited and supportive to you in the comments. And then did you get any signups back in April?
I'm trying to think. I think I did get one sign up within the first couple of weeks. I had a friend who had a young daughter, and they were really excited about it, and they signed her up. And then signups just kind of were slow and trickled in, and I'd have a random text message from someone or a random message from an old high school friend. Right now, none of my students are people that I don't know. So the marketing piece is still something that I need to work on. And I think that's going to be more of my goal for next year once I get this first year done. But yeah, that's.
So I'm thinking back to because you said, you didn't get your first sign up until a couple weeks. So that means when you posted your script, even with the supportive comments, what we had was 0 signups after 2, 5, 7 days, right? Were you in that moment, were you kind of like, is this worth it? Do I keep going? Like, walk us through your mindset in the week that followed, not getting signups immediately after posting the script. Like, were you just like, nope, this is what I'm doing?
So I think having the stories of a bunch of other people that were shared, knowing that, like, even I forget her name, but she like taught for several weeks or months and had no students, like that was
That was
really
Valerie David.
okay. Yeah, that was so inspiring to me. And I I don't know. I just was like, well, if this is meant to be, like, somebody will come.
Yeah.
And I just kept, keeping the feed alive. And I don't know, like, I definitely had moments where I was discouraged because other people would post and be like, I got my first sign up. I got 5 signups, and I'm like, oh, I don't have any. But I think ultimately I was just kind of like, well, if this is what God wants in my life, and if, everybody's timeline is different, just like the developmental stages for kids. It's like, everybody's story is different. It's not all going to happen at the same time. So I just try to hold on to that mindset.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And here's the one thing that I'm kind of seeing, like, because I kind of see from like the 30,000-foot view here while you're in the moment, right? Like, you post your script, no signups, but I'm still going to do it because if it's meant to be, like, I'm going to be here, right? I think that's the concept. Is you were there doing it when you got that message from your first person. So therefore it was already existing for you to receive it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you kept going. And then as these other ones kept coming in, it was like, yes, I'm already doing online preschool. I'm just going to receive these signups. Like, obviously I'm going to do all my work and stuff, but it was because if you weren't actually doing online preschool, like, who's to say that, what are they going to do? They're going to be like, oh, hey, by the way, I know you don't do anything, but do you want to start an online preschool so you can teach my one kid? No, like, it doesn't work like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think getting the student, it really put some fire under my butt. It's like, oh shoot,
Yeah.
I gotta have an online preschool. I gotta do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, like, how do I teach and how do what do I do on Zoom? And now you got to figure it out. And then the other thing is, like, I only have one student, so awesome. I'm going to do the best I can, but I want more students for him or her,
Yeah,
Let me
absolutely.
ask you this now. So I saw some posts. Now, did you make t-shirts for your preschoolers?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Do you have one anywhere close?
Oh, I don't. I'm so
They're
sad.
so cute.
Oh, thank
Is it okay if I like share my screen and show everybody what they look like?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. Okay, so in the summertime, you were like prepping a bunch of stuff. You were making t-shirts and tell everybody else what you were creating.
Yeah, so, I decided to do 2 pre-recorded videos plus 2 live classes, and, just so you know, the pre-recorded videos is a lot of work, so pretty much I'm having to work on the weekends and give up my weekends,
Mm,
and because my husband works during the day, and I'm so exhausted, I can't record at night. Maybe someone else could, I just can't. Um, so I was still recording actually,
yeah.
on the weekends and prepping their t-shirts, and then, like, a month before school, I was like, "Oh, no, I have to get the welcome box ready." And so I, like, ran to the Dollar Tree with my 2 boys, and my poor son, he's in the basket, my
Yeah.
older son, in the cart part, and there's just, like, school stuff piled up around him, and, yeah, so I was getting the welcome boxes ready, trying to think what else. Oh, and some of the business side, I will say I'm behind on the business side of things because I was in the process of changing my last name, um, just because I didn't do it when I was overseas. And then I also knew I was going to be moving, so I didn't want to open an LLC
Right.
in the state I'm in right now and then have to figure out how to change it. So
Mm,
I'm still that part. I started it and then just focused on recording videos.
yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna share my screen so we can see your super adorable t-shirts. By the way, they're so colorful. I love them. Okay, so here we are, right here. Okay, so this is like kind of like your package, right? That goes out. You've got some
Mhm.
business cards, some cute postcards. Welcome back to school. I love that. T-shirts. Here's a picture of the t-shirt right here. It says Early Learning Country House. Love that. Now, this is what's so I love this because it's an online preschool, but you're bringing the warmth into it by saying, country house, right? And like it's a picture of a house. So doesn't that exude warmth? Like I love that. And then over here, I wanted to show if it's okay. This is your
Oh,
like teaching setup. Can I show this, please?
yeah.
Come on. Everybody wants to see it. Like, so here's what I love about this. Sometimes, like, all you see maybe is like for people that are watching, all you see is like what's behind the teacher. But we all got to get real and say, you know what? This is also real life where there's stuff all around us, right? Like, you got your books over on the left hand side, you have your computer set up, you have your chair, you have your chicka chicka boom boom tree, right? You
Mhm.
have like, this board over here. So I'm just saying, like, I love this because it brings reality and it reminds us that, it can be as simple as like, okay, I need my laptop 1 inch higher. What piece of random thing do I have that I can stick my laptop up higher, right? Like, you make it work. You make it work. You don't need like a special desk, a special chair. Like, pull the stuff from your house, make it work.
Yeah, and I just have to tell you, so we are all sharing one room right now. So that's my office plus my husband and I's bed. My youngest crib is in there, and my toddler's bed is in there. We're all in the same room.
So if she can do it in one room where she shares the room with her family, why can't you? No, just joking, but you can too. You can too. This is awesome. Oh, thank you so much for being here. And so let's wrap this up here. Um, if anybody was on the fence to join Preschool All Stars, knowing where you were 6 months ago and now where you're at, teaching online preschool and are you going to do a local preschool in the future? Are we loving online preschool? Where are you at with that?
I still have a dream to have a local preschool. I don't know when it'll be a reality,
Yeah.
but I think that seed's been in my heart for a while.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so if anybody was on the fence to join Preschool All Stars, what would you say to them?
I would just say do it. It For me, even though I'll just admit I'm not super active on posting. I just don't have a lot of time,
Okay.
but I am so encouraged by the support that I have, even though I might not know people personally. People are so helpful, and like I've been able to go to a couple tech times or the Saturday help and Monday motivation, like just the whole package of it. I think when I have time or really need something, it's there,
Yeah.
and it gives me that support that I need. Because if you're just an island doing your own thing, I mean, maybe you'll get it done, maybe you'll do it. But I think most humans need that support system to really be successful and to have the motivation to keep going. Because there are definitely days when I'm like, I think I just want to throw in the towel. I'm so tired of recording videos.
Yeah.
But then I see posts and I feel encouraged. And yeah, so I think that's what I would say.
That's awesome. Well, Dyanne, again, thank you so much for being here. And I'm really proud of you. You did this,
Thank
even though
you.
it's live. You're awesome.
Thank you.
All right, girl. We'll see you.
Okay, bye bye.